Hey guys, I'm just going over to my window so I can get the live chat up. I want to give a few of you guys, I have about 15 minutes. I want to give a few of you guys a chance to ask me questions because I know yesterday I cut it short because I had a situation and I needed to talk to my baby. So anyway, and I told you in the beginning of yesterday's video that things happen. I'm not going to rack my brain over, oh my God, why did that just happen? How did I create that? If it's a serious topic, what I do is I say, okay, if I can step back from it, if I'm not like super triggered, then I just step back from it and I really I reflect on it because I am radical in my belief that everything in my reality is reflecting something back to me for me to evolve. And that's how I treat life. And for me, it's great that way because I take full responsibility for everything. Maybe in the moment I may not, but I step back from things and I just realize, okay, there's something active within me. And this experience with this person is teaching me something about myself that I need to look at. And maybe it's something that I don't need to change, or maybe it is. And if it is, then I'm going to do that inner work. So then I can experience things in my life that are worthy of who I am and who God created me to be. Hey, Kat. Good to see you. I see that there are 14 people on, so guys, please say hi. Michelle, that's exactly what I needed to hear right now. Thank you, SMM. I don't know what SMM means. I'm not good at just tell me what SMM means. So I'm going to give a few of you guys a chance to come on. I wanted to talk about how we'll always, I know I don't need to lean into my microphone, by the way. Another YouTuber actually who you might be watching right now, another YouTuber that has a law of assumption. Well, maybe it's not a law of assumption channel, but a manifesting channel once commented on one of my videos and said, lean back, lean back, like don't lean into your mic, lean back. And I'm like, I can't help it. I get into it. So it is me. Hey, Ebony, Michelle, thank you so much. You're welcome. Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, I got your email. Don't worry about anything. I got you. Marie, hi, Kim, love your lives. Thank you for doing them. You're welcome, Marie. So, yeah, you're always, I know I probably got distracted of what I was about to say. It's just a little bit of ADHD, just a little bit. My honey, let's see what you're saying. Yeah. So, honey, if you're watching, I just got your text message. Let me just let her know I'm on live. On live, yes. Okay. So, anyway, so you're always going to prove yourself right. I'm sorry if I lost track of what I was saying before that. I'm sure it'll come back to me. And I'm multitasking now. I only have about 10 minutes now because I do have to get prepared for my sessions today with my clients. So, looking at your reality to do some reflection and see what is this showing me right now. So then you can go back within and make a decision. And from my perspective, okay, and I can be a diehard, I can be very radical in my belief system, but this works for me. When I experience something, if I believe that I am going to experience something in a relationship, and if that belief about relationships, say, for example, love relationships, if that belief is stronger and deeper, and let's say a belief of that something bad is going to happen to me if I fall in love. Let's just take that as an example, right? Of a belief it's a paradigm that's active within me. Hi, baby. My baby is on watching now. Everybody say hi to Hannah. So if I have this belief system in place and it is strong, okay? And I haven't realized it for years of my life that this has been active within me. And let's say that belief system around being in love in a relationship is actually stronger than my belief system with a particular person. Okay, so let's say that you're in love with somebody and you have in your mind, you're thinking of them and seeing them in a particular way, and it's good. right? So you have them there, but then you have a belief system in relationships that's stronger and deeper. Whatever belief is more dominant in you and more active with you and deeper and stronger is going to win, and you're going to prove yourself right. It doesn't mean, and let's take this from, I'm going to take this away from a manifestation perspective. It's so cute. I'm going to take this away from a manifestation perspective and into the 3D. Okay. So right now, when I'm speaking, I'm talking about things from a 3-dimensional perspective. Okay. From a 3D reality-based perspective with all of your conditioning, because that's how we've been conditioned to believe that our reality that we're living in is it's just true and things are finalized. And if someone says this or that, then that must be the end. That must mean it's over. If somebody says I'm not ready to be in a relationship, then we don't have a chance. And now I'm heartbroken. And now I don't know what I'm going to do. I really love this person. I don't want to date other people. I feel trapped. I don't know what to do. I can't get them out of my mind. I feel like I really love them. Okay. So you have to realize that even from a 3D perspective, okay, so if manifestation is hard for you to grasp with, think from a 3D perspective. If you go within and you do self-love morning, noon, and night, focusing on how worthy you are, what are all the reasons why you're worthy? Well, number one, when you were born, you were automatically worthy, okay? We just learned through our 5 senses, through our programming and conditioning and the reality with growing up with our parents, Mom, this excludes you. You were wonderful to me, okay? If it wasn't for my mom, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Okay. But I grew up with abuse. My father was abusive with me. I have forgiven him since. He's passed on since. I've made peace with it. And now I can say I really love him. And Hannah has helped me with this. Okay. That is part of what a deep soul connection with your twin flame does for you. Hannah reflected that back to me and it made me go deeper into it so I could forgive. Okay. But so we're growing up with this programming of conditions now. And if we don't meet these conditions, if we don't prove ourselves that we're worthy and good enough, we're not going to be loved, or maybe we're just outright rejected or abandoned. So now we have a story about ourselves because now we've internalized this. And now somehow we believe that we're not worthy of love because we grew up with these conditions. It wasn't unconditional love. My mom did give me 100% unconditional love, and she still does to this day. So, okay, I just always want to make that clear. But my grandfather was abusive with me too. So I grew up with a lot of abuse, a lot of emotional abuse. It wasn't physical, it was emotional, and it was just very sad. So as I grow up and I go in and out of relationships, because those beliefs are so deep within me, because they scarred me, those are my wounds. When I am meeting people in my life, I'm going to be projecting those things. They're going to be mirroring those things back to me. When it's not such a deep soul connection, it's going to be like, whatever. I mean, it might still be really frustrating and it might be a bad situation. And it might be, in other words, it might be something that hits you deep, but it's not going to be the same as when this is our other half and this is the person that we really are meant to be with. So look at your belief system. Try, if you can, to just preserve the person that you love, preserve them in your mind, see them how you know deep down they actually are. Okay, so see them as being loving, strong, adoring you, feeling as deeply as you do for them. Preserve that and just preserve them and keep them there. And when you think about them throughout the day, if it's really triggering, just try your best to just continue to just keep them there in a good, safe place. Because when things come up, they're not meaning to harm you. They are not meaning to harm you at all. It's just your stuff coming up so you can look at it, so you can then go within and give yourself the love that you never got before, nurture that little part of you, that little inner child and I'm not saying you have to go on, by the way, I'm not saying that you have to go on like a lifelong healing journey. That's bull. You can do this relatively quickly in your life. Okay. So you go in and you look at your belief systems that are trumping the belief systems that are overarching around relationships, because it wasn't safe to love or to be loved. Okay. From a very young age. So you look at that, you say, okay, ooh, like feeling like I have some subscribers that have asked me questions. I mean, maybe one day I need to do a video that's just based off of subscribers or comments on my videos. But we all go through this kind of stuff. Your reality is triggering you, and you're seeing something that is making you feel like it is not safe to love. And just, baby Hannah, this is nothing to do with us. Okay. And I know you know that, but I just wanted to make that clear. This is just based off of recent comments that I'm seeing and things that just come up. So disconnect and detach what's happening with your person and just preserve them, put them in a safe place and deal with your own stuff. And just know that your belief in the fear of being loved right now is stronger, and it's overshadowing your belief in yourself being worthy and good enough of being loved and being safe in a relationship. And it might also be trumping your belief in the other person. Though I do believe that if you were to just put them kind of in a safe space, regardless of what's happening in the 3D, Jonathan, are you listening to me? Regardless of what's happening in the 3D, the 3D is most likely showing you what your deepest fear was. So it has to come up so you can make a decision. And sometimes, here's the thing. It's not like something is going to say, oh, I'm going to have mercy on you. I know this is going to be really hard, so I'm not going to make you challenge yourself to let this go. This is going to be, regardless of everything, it is going to show up. Okay. It has to show up. So, I love these, right? So when it shows up, here's the old story coming up. Hey, Jonathan, I'm glad you're here. Okay. Here's the old story showing up again. And it's going to keep having to show up again and again and again until you can literally look at it and say, I am choosing, like literally, I'm like choosing not to trust you anymore, and I'm letting you go completely. And I'm literally just going to stay in complete faith and trust and shift into the new version of me. So then I can also allow whatever I have attached to my other half to drop. And then I can be the strongest, best new version of me and experience the strongest, best version of my person that already exists. But the filter, if you will, that you're seeing your other half with, the lens is a little dirty. The filter's a little dirty with your stuff. So be very, very cognizant and aware. And I know that it's hard when stuff comes up in your reality, then see it for what it is and just stay super, super, super strong in faith and trust. Okay. So I'm at my time, but I'm going to give it an extra 5 minutes, but I have to set up my Zoom meetings for my schedule, for my scheduled clients today. So I'm going to go up really quick. I hope that helped somebody out there. I'm praying that it did. So let me go up here. So Jonathan, how do you come back from rock bottom with SP manifesting opposite, even when being consistent with new self-concept, and still see them as divine counterpart rather than expander? This is a conscious choice that you have to decide, Jonathan. I can't make that decision for you. And how you do it is you don't stop persisting. You literally have to make a conscious choice that you are going to this is if you can. If you can't, then you just also have to be gentle with yourself and just say, okay, I have too deep of a story with this person. I can't come back from it. So I have to move on. Okay. So that's a choice you can make. Personally, for me, I didn't have that choice with Hannah. What I had to do was go in such deep trust and faith that no matter what came up in the 3D, okay, each time it came up, I'm just going to constantly choose to heal, love myself, and see Hannah as everything that I know Hannah is to me, for me, and that we're all about each other. And that's it. And I'm not saying that it's easy. It can be very hard. It's your choice, Jonathan. How you choose to see your SP is your choice. This is always a matter of choice. From a 3D perspective and not from a manifesting perspective, when you shift and change into being the version of you that has whatever it is that you want, your behavior will change automatically. Your thoughts and feelings will change automatically. The actions that you take will tell you, like the actions that you take, the actions of whether you're going to choose to go on social media or not is telling you whether you believe that you can trust this person or not. If you continue to check social media, it's telling you your behavior will also always show you what you actually believe. So if you're feeling like you have to check on the person, it's not telling you that there's something with the person. It's telling you that there's something within you that is active that feels like they might not be able to trust somebody in a relationship because of something that happened to you. Totally fine. Go within and just tell yourself, walk yourself through it. No, I know and I trust in this version of my person because I know who we are to each other. And I know what's happening right now. So I'm going to nurture that part of me that feels like they can't trust being in a relationship. And also know that if a lot of your fears were around something in particular, then I'm sorry, but that something in particular is going to show itself. And I'm obviously not going to tell your particular business on the live, but you know what I'm saying right now. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So I hope that helps. Kava, thank you for sharing your story with us, forever inspiring us. I'm so grateful for Hannah and your mom, and they were such a loving presence in your life and they helped you heal. Yes, I'm grateful too. Okay. So Jonathan, I was actually consistent with inner work, thought it would be opposite. So that's the thing. The last residuals, no matter how consistent you are, the last residuals aren't going to say, oh, he's been really good, so we don't have to show ourselves anymore. If they're active within you, they have to show up. And if you have a super deep reaction to it, that is telling you it's still active within you. What you want to do is realize this person isn't meaning to cause me harm. They're just showing me something that's active within me. So let me literally shut down the 3D reality and just choose to go deep into inner trust, deep into trust in God, deep into inner love, trust of myself. Self-concept is huge in those moments. But you have to accept that what's showing itself is a mirror of what your deepest and darkest fear was, okay? So I'm sorry, there's no way around this. I know a lot of YouTubers will say that you could probably affirm out of it, and maybe that's true. Okay. But so I'm not going to put a limiting belief in you. Our darkest fears, nightmares manifest when we are being fearful. When we are being loving, our brightest dreams manifest. So when you're being loving, yes, your brightest dreams will eventually manifest, but there's been momentum with the darkest fears. So that momentum is still going. So the dark has to come up so you can choose to release it and letting go. If you don't release it and let it go, and you keep reacting to it, you're keeping it, you're choosing, it has momentum, it's coming up, right? It has momentum. This really sucks and this really hurts. And you keep holding on to it. So that's why you're going to keep being this version of you that isn't with your person, that's seeing the versions that you don't want. I'm sorry. Hannah, my baby, when we are hurt by others, that pain belongs to them. We forgive them. We move on from carrying their hurt and pain. The pain never belonged to us. It's not personal. Good job. Love. Thank you, baby. Let's see. Bobby B, I did it. Thank you. Good. I don't know what you did, but good. I'm glad. I'm proud of you. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. Malika, please share your daily routine of LOA practices. That can be for a live tomorrow. That's very good. Because actually, when Hannah and I were talking yesterday, that was something that Hannah brought up for me to do for a video. So good job. Thank you. Kava, sending hearts for Hannah's wise words right there puts everything into perspective. Very good. Jonathan, understood. Good. Hannah, thank you, Kava. Malika, please share your daily routine. I will, Malika. Good point. Thank you. Momentum is a good point. It feels like it has its own gravity field. Christina, hi, everyone. Hi, Kim. Christina, thank you for telling me that me and Hannah were live yesterday when we were talking about I had a situation with an outdoor rug that's full of pollen and algae, and I'm super allergic to it. So Hannah was talking to me and telling me, "You can do it, baby. You can do it. Like, put gloves on, put a mask on, roll it up, put it in plastic, this and that." And I'm like, "No, I want to pay somebody to do it because I'm way too allergic." But it was very funny. So if you guys want to hear that conversation, it's on the tail end of yesterday's live video. And it was hilarious because we didn't know we were on, and my one of my clients emailed me, "Whoa, watch out, you're still live." Okay. All right, guys. Surrey. Hi, Kim. Looking forward to group coaching. Yes, group coaching. I believe I have one seat left, guys. If somebody wants to be on this, let me see. It's this Thursday. Give me a sec. Hold on, please. Hold, please. Okay. This Thursday, the 13th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is our next collective coaching session. And I have most of my OGs on, but one person couldn't make it. And a couple other people took a couple people's place that didn't reserve their seat in time. I believe I have one seat left. So if one of you guys out there wants to be on, you need to go to my website, coreunion.com, click on the coaching. You'll see the July 13th collective. It's $59. And it's $59 for the collective session. And it's up for grabs. If somebody wants it, you can have it, but you have to book it today. And that's it. So let me just read a couple more things. Then I'm out. Hannah, LOL, no idea we were live. I know. Christina, there is an expander distracting me. Can I take this distraction and use it from my end with my SP? Yes, you can. We can talk about that during the session. Brittany AA, is it okay to speak up when SP isn't kind in a moment? Yes, you are never a doormat, never. But just do it from a place of love and power and strength and confidence, not from an ego-based place. You don't want to show up ever at all. Like, I react still, like me and Hannah can get into it still, but then we regroup and we're there for each other and we pull each other through. So, but you are never a doormat, ever, any of you guys. Okay. So, but you always go within. And when you go within, you tap into that power of God, you tap into your higher self, you tap into the love, and you tap into realizing who they truly are too. When you communicate, it might be something you put up a healthy boundary. Like, you know what? I love you, but I don't like how you're treating me right now. So I'm going to go right now, and I'm here, but I love you. And I know that we're going to be okay. But like right now, this is not okay. If you need to do that in the moment, depending on your situation, then do that. But don't be a doormat ever. It doesn't mean that just because you're looking at the time, just because you're realizing that 3D is mirroring you, it doesn't mean that you let people walk all over you. Okay. Hannah, I was really getting into helping her. It's a good laugh. Yeah, it was funny. It was so funny. Sorry, good question, Christina. I am in similar situation. So sorry, we can talk about that in the group session. I struggle with that with my SP. Yeah, we'll talk about that. That'll be what you talk about. So I love you guys. I need to end this now because I have a client. I have all my clients coming up now for the rest of the day. So I'm going to jump on now. I love you guys so much. I hope this session today helped. I will see you next time. I'll try to come on tomorrow. I'm trying to get regular videos done, but I'm just starting to I'm so busy with my coaching, which is amazing. And it's what I affirmed for, that it's starting to get challenging making regular videos and getting content out every day. And I am going to. And I'm also going to be coming up with other products and things that me and Hannah have been talking about. So I love you guys so much. I hope that I helped somebody, and comment down below. Thank you, Jonathan. You're welcome. Give the video a thumbs up because it always helps my channel grow. And if you need coaching, the link will always be in this description box. Hannah wrote, I love you, Mama Bear. I love you, Papa Bear. What do you guys think about someday me and Hannah maybe creating our own channel that has nothing to do with any topics really, except just maybe me and him will talk about it. But and yes, the pronoun thing is something I can interchange. Thank you. Sending me and Hannah much love. Donnie, thank you. I'm thinking that maybe someday we make a cute channel just so that's just about our love and stuff. So we'll talk about that, but I don't know. I can see how much we're inspiring you guys. So I thought that channel might be just really cute. Even if we only have like 20 of you guys following us, it might be cute. We'll see. I'll talk about it with Hannah. But I love you guys so much. Have a good day. I gotta go. And this time today, I will actually end this properly. So I'm not streaming for the rest of the day. I love you guys so much. Have a good one. This is going to cut off at a weird time. I don't know how to stop it. It always makes us laugh.